Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski were having a pretty heated debate about how the Obama administration treats women. In fact, Joe Scarborough was making a point about Obama's cabinet and how he continuously appoints men. So he feels that that's unfair. I mean, Joe Scarborough is, you know, so concerned about women's
rights.
Yeah, women's rights.
He's a champion.
So just to give you guys a little taste of the debate, let's go to the next video.
With all due respect, Gaddy, this is what's wrong with political reporting. You take an offhanded quip, and then you blow it up. Everybody on the left freaks out for a month. It was a faux pas, and then here we have something that matters: substance, cabinet positions, one man after another being selected, and you want to give him a free pass, while you and Mika and the media savaged Mitt Romney for his binders comment.
The binders comment got to a broader attitude towards women.
Broader attitude, okay.
Yeah, I think so. Don't you think when somebody makes a political gaffe, when does it resonate? Generally, because it suggests something that people already have a perception of that person, right?
All right, so let's look at Mitt Romney's track record for 1 second. During the elections, at a time when you had the Republican Party questioning what legitimate rape was, at a time when you had this assault on reproductive rights, Mitt Romney came forward and basically said, like, yeah, you know, I'm against abortion. Basically, I'm against reproductive rights for women.
He said he wanted to overturn Roe v. Wade, and he was for the Personhood Amendment.
Exactly. So
that's why that comment actually did matter.
It did matter. It was not a faux pas. I think it was.
It was a revealing faux pas.
Exactly.
It revealed, just like she said, his attitude towards women. So when he said we had binders full of women, and I don't know if people know this, but that was kept in a file under people we can pay less.
Right.
I don't know if you know that. So there's more to this video, right?
Yes, there is. So let's go to the next video. It gets even more heated. You guys get more context. Let's take a look.
Trying to ignore the, I am afraid to use the word because it will not be good for you, okay? Because you're being chauvinistic right now, and you need to stop.
Really?
All right?
You know
because
what?
I'm sorry, this is not funny.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny if you're a woman that works in the Obama administration and you want to go to the highest rungs of that administration. It's not funny. And you can attack me and be personal and make personal attacks against me. You've got a president that you worship on this show every day. You savaged Mitt Romney. He has a picture that if a Republican president had that cabinet, New York Times would be savaged. And you're calling the wrong guy a chauvinist. You're calling the wrong guy a chauvinist. And seriously? Hold on. You want to call me a chauvinist? Right here.
Let me help you.
No. Let me help you.
Okay.
You really, knowing me and seeing me work around here for 5 years, you want to call me a chauvinist on television? Do you want to say that?
Caddy was chauvinist.
No, what she was saying, Joe Jagoff, was that your actions right now are misogynistic. She's not saying that you are a chauvinist, so you wanted to pretend that that's what she was saying so you can change the debate, right?
Yeah.
Which is exactly what he did, and she lets him.
He snapped at her. Oh, hell no. Let me tell you something. I am not okay with anyone, much less a man, snapping his fingers at me like I'm a dog. That is unacceptable. So you would assume Mika Brzezinski...
Is that okay? Come here, Anna. Is that okay?
You know what, Jimmy? For that, I'm going to apologize. Just like Mika Brzezinski apologized to Joe Scarborough after he snapped his fingers at her. Let's watch.
But I'll have to say, now that things are less heated, I didn't like the approach that you took, but just for the record, you are not a chauvinist.
Oh, well, you know what? That's great.
I apologize for calling you one. You're not a racist. But I will say this. I didn't like the way you were treating, and I thought I was using it as an adjective.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look how strong she stood up to him. I didn't like it. You're not a chauvinist, but you are an abusive alcoholic. How about that? I mean, if you watch that, it's one of the most entertaining battered wife syndromes I've ever seen on television.
I don't know why that was her reaction. I mean, she could have made some really strong arguments. I mean, I believe that Obama nominated 2 Supreme Court justices, both of which were women.
So he's got 2 Supreme Court justices. He wanted to nominate Suzanne Rice. He had Hillary Clinton as his Secretary of State. Well, come on. How about the Homeland Security wasn't Janet Napolitano? So it's not like. Plus, he's a minority himself. So it is starting to look. I'm upset with his appointments for other reasons, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't think this is a big deal. Do you?
I don't see it as a big deal. I mean, if I knew that there were women that were more qualified for the job, and Obama was like, no, I'm going to go with that guy instead. Right. That would be different. But I don't think that that's the case. Obama has been fair with nominating, appointing women in very high-powered positions. So it's a ridiculous argument, and I just wish Mika was a little more aggressive. And by the way, forget members of Congress, forget his cabinet, forget the Supreme Court justices. Think about what Obama stands for when it comes to women's rights. I mean, just last year, he made it easy for women to access birth control.
Yes.
Right? So anyone can access birth control. And he had to go through, he had to spend some serious political capital to make that happen.
And for Joe Scarborough, who's a part of the party that just last year passed transvaginal ultrasound bills, that their nominee was for the personhood amendment, who's on the record saying, I can't wait to overturn Roe versus Wade. For him to try to pretend now that the Democrats are somehow anti-women, so that's called demagoguing, what he's doing, right? So he's demagoguing this issue. And Mika, and of course, none of those other sycophants at the table have a spine. Mike Barnacle, right? Maybe he could plagiarize some character and he could use it against Joe Scarborough. It's unbelievable how I watch that show all the time because I'm up late, right? And I like to go to bed angry. And so I watch that show, and he's like that with everyone, and everyone cowers from him. Right.